If you are a sim racer, you will know that with this hobby comes the constant hunt for the perfect support for your bum. Long, arduous hours on the simulator racing around your favourite track can take its toll and ultimately cause pain and discomfort on your buttocks, rump, butt, tush, or whatever you wish to call it. This often takes us to places like Amazon or your local supermarket to try and find cheap cushion alternatives, and often these can be very good. However, I'm going to present my case for buy once, cry once. This is my review for the SPARCO off-road seat base cushion. To start off with, let's go through the overview, which is going to show you if this is going to be of any interest to you. Its price is expensive. It's between 82 to 114 Great British pounds, and it comes in 5 different variations. Cost differs depending on the variation you choose. It's made of memory foam. It's also waterproof for, well, you know, those sim racing accidents, and it also has compatibility with the SPARCO QRT-R, Evo, Evo L, Evo XL circuit and circuit 2. However, there's no real reason why this won't fit on any bucket seat really, with similar dimensions. Overall, I'm very happy with the construction of the product, and the stitching is very nice indeed with no signs of fraying, and it all looks very meticulous. This is the underside, and what you're seeing is a Velcro attachment around the periphery which allows it to stick to the bucket seat so it won't move. I'll show you how to apply it later in the video. Nice little ventilation gap at the bottom there, and also to drop any fluid. Again, this is really for a race car, but we're adapting it for sim racing, and why not simulate a real race car seat with a race car cushion. When looking at most retailers, it's not clear which one you are buying, as there are 5 different options. Now, I would encourage you to look at the product code, of which I've listed here, and for my personal preference, I've gone for the 4th of these, which was low cushion, hard foam and waterproof. Mainly because I didn't want to raise the seat height too much. I wanted harder foam for support, and waterproof I can take or leave, but ultimately double check what you're buying before you make your purchase. Ultimately, I'm very happy I chose the harder foam, as I'm a 6 foot 90 kilogram male, and after extended sim sessions I felt this really stood up to punishment, and I wouldn't have wanted to go an awful lot softer. As you would expect, the installation process is nice and simple. Here we have my SPARCO bucket seat Evo XL. The first thing you want to do is pry off the existing cushions. Here we have the one for the leg support, and as you can see, it's not very substantial at all, and it's actually quite slim, not providing an awful lot of protection between you and the hard seat beneath you. The second of which is a much smaller cushion, which again is secured with Velcro, so it's simply just a case of gently prying this off and removing it, and as you can see, very thin, not providing any support really to your bum and between you and the seat. Those 4 bolts you see at the base of the seat are for the underneath base shaker, and I've attached 4 base shakers to this bucket seat. If you are interested in seeing how I did that, I will leave a link to this at the end of the video. The next thing you want to do is remove the Velcro attached back support, because this is going to help us slip in the memory foam seat a lot easier. When you're fitting this, you want the front of the cushion aligned with the very front of the bucket seat, and make sure that there's equivalent gapping on both the left and the right. You will have a slight little bend at the back, but you want this sitting nice and flush in order to give your back the most support as it curves up. Then you want to refit the back support, and you'll notice it doesn't quite fit exactly as it did before, but it's more than satisfactory when you're using it. As you can see, it's got a really nice aesthetic if that's important to you. It fits nice and securely at the back. I haven't had any issues, particularly when racing on it. And what we'll do in just a second, let's jump on the simulator, and I'll give you just a little bit of a breakdown of my experience with it and how I found it. So I've been using my bucket seat for the better part of a year now, and after extended sessions on the simulator, I was finding a little bit of pain in my right hip and my lower back, which I was attributing down to my seating position. However, after extensive readjustments, and I do believe my seating position is now satisfactory with both the angle of my knees and my hips, I do think that it's down to basically that the bucket seat bottom is quite hard and can be quite uncomfortable. As you saw earlier in the video, it's only a small bit of fabric. What I did find after substituting it with this SPARCO memory foam cushion seat, I did find that improved things significantly. However, I don't think this is a magical elixir that's going to solve all your back and hip problems. I do think it's a multifaceted approach. If you both invest in a good musculoskeletal foundation, be that with exercise and diet, I will recommend some of my sim racing fitness videos at the end of this video in a playlist. I do also think that it's down to ergonomics and seating position, and if you combine those two things, I think you can win. However, I'm not saying this is the only solution. There are cheaper alternatives on the market. However, I am from the school buy once, cry once, and if I spent so much money on all these peripherals already, the price for something like this, which I'm going to spend such a long time sitting on, seemed pretty fair. However, If you think there's a better solution or you found a better product, let me know in the comments below. If you think you're going to pick this up, also let me know. Be interested to hear your thoughts. And if you found value, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. As always, keep it to TTR. Look after yourselves. See you in the next one.